Look, old man, you're drunk and I'm busy, so beat it with you.
No, beat it. No, but I tell you, he's there somewhere, mister. Please let me in. Please let me in, mister.
You still hanging around?
I was just going, mister.
I'm going to stay right here till you do.
Oh, that'll be fine. Thanks, mister. Thanks. You stick around. I'll be right out.
Okay.
Softy now, the fair Ophelia. Nymph in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
No, Vitamin, not like that.
No? My dear Tess, after 49 years in the theater, you're telling me.
Oh, Dick probably forgot his key. You let him in, Vitamin, but don't tell him I'm here.
Something tells me this is what you've been waiting for.
I'm sorry.
Oh, ye gods, what have we here?
Where's Mr. Tracy?
Mr. Tracy buys his fresh fruit from a dependable dealer. Thank you.
But I've got to see him. It's important.
You shall not cross this threshold until you've been thoroughly disinfected. Take your pediculous presence elsewhere.
But, mister, you don't understand. I've been through enough tonight.
Well, you're not going through. Here.
But look, mister, tell him it's about the furs. They're going to meet the fence at the end of Hen Street in half an hour.
I wonder what that cab was doing here. Must have brought Tess. She said she'd be over tonight.
But, Vitamin, he might have been important.
What importance could Dick Tracy possibly attach to an impecunious peddler?
Oh, Dick at last. Hello, Pat.
Hello. Sorry to be late, Des. How long have you been here?
3 acts of Hamlet, going on 4.
Greetings from the melancholy Dane. Just in time for Miss Soliloquy.
Before you go into that, Vitamin, who was in that cab that just left here?
Oh, merely a person of no consequence.
Vitamin said he was a peddler.
Yes, a peddler with a most grandiloquent name. Visionary, I believe he called himself.
Visionary? Could it have been Sightless? Did Sightless stop by here?
Stop by. He practically stormed the gates like a Trojan army of 12. But I held the fortress, didn't I, Tess?
Look, Vitamin, Sightless is no ordinary peddler.
That is your opinion.
What did he say?
Why, I made a point of forgetting it immediately.
Look, Vitamin, Sightless wouldn't have come here if it hadn't been important. What did he say?
Well, in a quaint language all his own, I believe he mentioned something about something was going to happen at the end of some street in some half an hour.
Oh, that's great. What was going to happen?
I think he said somebody was going to build a fence there.
Build a fence? Fence. Maybe it has some connection with the furs.
Yes. He said something about furs, too.
Vitamin, Sightless said somebody was going to meet a fence, didn't he?
I suppose that makes sense.
It certainly does. Now, look, try to remember. At the end of what street did he say?
Let me think. Let me meditate. Methinks he said it was at the end of, Flax Street?
There's no such street.
Well, something like flax. Rope, flannel, crepe de chine.
That's gabardine. Rope. Flax. Could it have been Hemp Street? Hemp Street, that's more like it.
Hemp, flax, a rope by any other name would smell.
Vitamin, see that Tess gets home all right, will you?
Enchanted.
I'll see you later. Come on, Pat.
Long shot Lily. So she's in the fencing business. Do we surprise her?
No, not yet. What we're interested in is who's going to meet her.
Hey, she's not going to wait.
Dick Tracy.
You're not running out on your date on my account, are you?
Do you think I make dates on street corners? I just stopped for a moment to light a cigarette. Is there a law against it?
No, I guess there isn't.
Then I'll be on my way if you don't mind. Could I give you a lift?
No, thanks. I'll give you one. Pat, you can drive Lily's car. She's coming with me.
Right.
Come on.
What are you trying to pull, Tracy? You can't treat me like a criminal. I'm a lady.
A lady with a date. Who are you going to see, Lily?
Nobody. I told you I had no date.
Well, you have one now. Let's go. What were you doing on Hemp Street?
I told you. I was on my way home. I stopped for a few minutes to have a cigarette. I never could do two things at the same time.
Then why were you so startled when you saw me?
Force of habit, I guess. Every time I see a cop, I want to get out of his way.
Look, Lily, you and I both know what you were doing there.
What's wrong with parking on Hemp Street?
Ordinarily nothing. The two people were to meet there tonight about a little matter of hot furs. Somebody was going to buy them from somebody who had them to sell.
I'm not interested in furs. I've got all I need. And anyway, what would I buy them with, that $60 you've got in your hand?
Lily, did you lose anything tonight?
No.
Well, then I'm a rich man. Look what I found. $20,000 stuffed under the front seat of her car.
Is it yours, Lily?
Certainly it's mine. I won it in a poker game tonight.
Some game.
You're barking up the wrong tree, Tracy. I'm no grifter. Poker, yes. The race is sure. Long shot Lily, that's me. Gambling's my dish, not fur robberies.
Okay, Lily. But you'll have to tell me who lost the $20,000. And also who was in the game.
I'll tell you that. Maybe, on a witness stand.
We'll give Lily a chance on the witness stand. Book her on suspicion of murder.
Murder? Oh, you're bluffing, Tracy.
It's not a bluff, Lily. A watchman was killed during a robbery tonight.
You can't pin a murder rap on me.
Then start talking.
All right. I'll tell you what happened. Some guy called me tonight and asked me if I'd be interested in some hot furs, dirt cheap. I said yes. He said he'd call me back later, so I waited.
And you called him back?
You don't catch me on that one, Tracy. I don't know the guy, so I don't have his number. He called me back. He said to show up at Hemp Street with the dough. Somebody meet me there. Somebody did meet me there, all right. The rest is history.
Who was it called you, Lily?
He didn't take the trouble to introduce himself.
Who was it?
I swear, Tracy, I don't...
Look, Lily, you're in enough trouble without shielding a murderer. Who was it?
Got to believe me, Tracy. You've got to. The guy was an absolute stranger. I don't know how he happened to call me, but he did. I've got a reputation. I play long shots. Even you know that. I take big chances. People know it. It gets around. Lots of guys know about me, but I don't know about them. That guy could have been anybody. Anybody. Believe me, Tracy, I don't know who it was. I swear I don't.
Turn this over to the property clerk. Hold her as a material witness.
This way, please.
You know something, Dick? I don't think she's lying.
Maybe not. I'll have Sightless take a look at her. Anyway, we'll have to find out from him who was in that back room.